Nothing is too small for God to use. Never undermine where you are, what you have in your hand right now to say, oh, I don't think I will ever be anything. Never measure where you are going, by where you are. Never think that God cannot do anything in your life because you look at your environment and you feel that everything is too small. What you have in your hand is too small. Your certificate is too small to get a job. The money you have in your hand is too small to open the big or to open the dream business you have in mind, or the big business you have in mind. Never undermine God. Never use your situation to measure how much God can do for you or what God can do for you. The power of increase, the power of multiplication is in the hands of God. Recently, God was speaking to me, and as He spoke, He opened my eyes. He said, God told Abraham, He said, Abraham, you will be the father of nations. Now, when God said Abraham was going to be the father of nations, in the human understanding, we would have thought that Abraham would give birth to so many children, so that those children will reproduce so many children and to continue like that. But what did God do? God gave Abraham the promise, that which is Isaac. Even though, out of impatience, Abraham's wife was, Abraham married, I think it's housemaid or something, but that was not the covenant child. The promised child was Isaac. And so we're going to focus on that. So God gave Abraham Isaac. And today, who are we? We are the sons and the daughters of Abraham, according to the promise that God gave Abraham. Did God fulfill His word to Abraham? Yes, He did. Did He do it as we would have thought that He would do it? No, He did not. He gave Abraham Isaac, his only child. But we today have become the sons and daughters of Abraham. What you have, where you have, cannot limit what God wants to do in your life. God can do anything. What you have in your hand, where you are, is a seed. Just make sure that you are listening, obeying to the voice of God. You are doing something. Don't undermine where you are. Never say, I am too small, or what I have is too small. God can do anything with what you have in your hand. God doesn't need for you to know the president or to know the governor for Him to do. God is the highest connection we need. He is the connector of all connections. He can connect you to places that you do not deserve, what you do not know, where you do not even imagine you will be. If you can do it by yourself, then it is not God. If you can think of how God did it and you can figure it out, then it is not God. God does things that we cannot. When we will sit down to think of how it happened, of how that thing happened, or how it worked, we cannot figure it out. That's God. You cannot figure God out. That's why it is a miracle. So the power, he said Apollos watered, this one planted. He said, but God is the one that gives the increase. Whatever increase you are looking for is in God. You cannot manipulate your increase. The power of multiplication, of increase, is in the hands of God. God is the platform itself. The platform you are seeking, it is God. When you focus on Him and you listen to His voice and you follow His direction, everything that you need, that you seek, you will have. Why are you still doubting? Why are you still feeling like you need to do something extra? You need to be in some extra place to have, certain things in life. All you need to do is listen to the voice of God. If God told Abraham that he was going to be a father of nations and gave him only Isaac was the seed. Isaac was the seed that bettered the nation. What you have in your hand is the seed that will bet that greatness. Stay focused on God. Keep going, and God bless you. See you next time.